with another part. So last off, she was writing a letter to her neighbors, right? She hears them come in. She tried to tell them to be quiet, right? So this is basically those three vigilantes or like prisoners we saw earlier. And they're like, fuck these guys, so we can work like slave tool for this shit. Well, at least we got some supplies out of it. He's like, I'm about to hit the sack. He's like, same. And then the radio come in and says, start tomorrow, expect to snow too. The snowstorm is expected several places. And this says the snowfall is expected to reach over 10 meters after 24 hours, and heavily affected areas may reach over 20 meters. And then he's like, this is the first time in 17 years this much. And then his fucking mind starts getting all fuzzy. He starts hearing the baby start crying and Fran. He's like, what the fuck? She's like trying to make him quiet and shit. He's over there crying. They're thinking she's, I'm not gonna lie, she's thinking she's cooked right now. She goes into the bathtub to try to like, hide this nigga. And he's at the door like, what's going on? I think she hears the creaking too from his shoes and the wooden floors. Clearly this guy is scared as shit. And then pretty sure he picks up a note or had one in his hand. And he drops off that little box that she sees on the floor outside. It's a little care bag, and she gave him some food, water, and stuff for the baby, milk and all that. And she's hyped, so she's kind of singing with him and shit. Big dubs. She's talking to him, and she's like, our neighbor, he always brings us food. I should probably thank him, right? Even though we don't know each other's faces. She's like, Rock, what do you think? He's like, yeah. So, doing a little baby cooing and shit. Grabs a little pinky. Like, aw. And she's like, I knew you'd think the same. The truth is, I already prepared everything. She's all hype with her little legs. So after that, it cuts here, right? You guys are like on the pulley system. He's doing some bullshit, trying to fix the wall, basically. Perspective work is crazy, bro. Billy over here hauling fucking shit into the tube or whatever, trying to fix and seal the hole up or whatever the fuck. And he's like, this is like that. It's hard to see in the snowstorm. All the fucking robots watch this nigga too. Like, yeah, you better do that work, nigga. And the guy's like, we'll have to put the repairs on hold for now. We should up the hearing just in case. Raise the sound sensitivity to maximum so you don't miss anything. Orders to withdraw received. Cease all operations. And the nigga's looking back like, fuck. And they like drag the prisoners up. So they start pulling these guys back, right? And he drops some shit. He pulls some shit out of his coat real quick. He drops it. It's a fucking hammer. He ties to the string and wraps it around the like the bars or the wires, whatever, on the inside of the thing he was fixing, right? He's like, pull me up. So they drag bro up, and bro has a whole like line set ready for the tomorrow. Can't even see it because the snow is fucking dropping, so they won't even notice. And then she looks at this letter she has. She's looking through all like the rough drafts and stuff, and then she's like, all right, this is it. She said, turned out quite nicely. The plan's somewhat rudimentary, but all the conditions are met. Now we just have to wait for the snow to pile up. We won't ever get a chance like this again. Bars. And he's like, it's finally time, Colonel. He's like, yep, it's finally time to break out. He's like, Colonel, I'm so happy. I'm too excited to fall asleep. Bro's like, don't let your guard down yet. Rest up properly. Prepare yourself. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, Mom, please wait for me. This is my first time home in 10 years. So bro goes back to their room. He's about to give him more food before he leaves. And he sees the note. He's like, what is this? He's like a child's handwriting. Huh? He's like, my dear neighbors. She's like, so it wasn't just a baby. Dear neighbors, my name is Chloe. My brother is Rock. I tried writing a letter today. It says, thank you for always taking care of us. Because you shared us your food, Rock and I could continue to live. We could only survive with just us two, thanks to you, mister. And he's like, could this be? And he's like, are you breaking out? And he's like,